Welcome to the realm of intoxicating flavors and head-banging beer reviews.
What's up, everybody? It's the Ginger Yeti, and I'm checking in from home. Today I went over to Rosie's Wine House to go pick up a couple beers, and while I was there, I happened across this beer right here. And I also bought one of their glasses, finally. But this beer right here is called Disaster Transport Modulated Pale Ale. And as soon as I saw what it was, I had to buy it. Because you know, I'm a sucker for music-related beers, and this is definitely a music-related beer. So this beer is a collaboration between Immigrant Son Brewery out of Lakewood, Ohio, Butcher and the Brewer out of Cleveland, Ohio, and Earthquaker Devices. Earthquaker Devices is an effects pedal company out of Akron, Ohio. Now, why would an effects pedal company want to do a collaboration beer or have anything to do with beer? Well, I'll tell you in a moment. But first, I want to read a little blurb on the back of the can and then show you a picture of what's on the back of the can. And then we'll get into why Earthquaker Devices did this collaboration. This complex pale ale is dry and slightly tart, yet has a silky mouthfeel. Notes of bubblegum and clove from a Belgian yeast are supported by citrus and herbal spice flavors of American hops in celebration of Lottery League. And there it is. So Lottery League is a really cool thing that they do in Cleveland every year. Been doing it for a long time. And I'm going to read you a little blurb about this because this is really cool. This is why what this beer supports, and kind of why it'll make sense why Earthquaker Devices has been a part of this beer. So created in 2007, the Lottery League is a project that each season brings together over 160 musicians from the Cleveland and Akron music scenes, spanning all genres, instrumentation, gender, age, and ethnicity. On draft night, the musicians are then randomly drafted into 4-piece bands through a process that ensures no player has collaborated previously with any other player in their new lineup. These newly formed bands are then given 2 months to develop their band's identity and sound, culminating with a 10-minute performance of original music that they perform live at the big show. This creative challenge is heightened by the random allocation of instrumentation to the bands. All bands formed each season hit the stage for the first time, all on the same day at the big show. Over 500 individual musicians have participated, while over 200 Lottery League bands have been created since 2008. So that's a super cool idea, super cool project. Really neat. Unfortunately, it happens every year. When it happens every year, I'm out of town. I've never been able to actually go check out the big show. But it's just a really cool thing that they do in Cleveland to help support like local musicians. And it sounds like it's a lot of fun. I've talked to a lot of people that participated. They say it's a blast. From what I understand, they choose drummers as captains, and then those drummers get to pick the different people in the band. So that's cool. And this is what this beer is about, what this beer is supporting. And so it makes sense now why Earthquaker Devices would be on board with doing a collaboration with these other two breweries. So as I said, this is a modulated pale ale. It's 5.2% ABV, and it is 26 IBUs. Of course, the price tag is on the mouth of the can. I paid $2.10 for this beer. Let me remove that price tag, and then we can finally get into the beer, because I'm sure you're tired of hearing me talk. So since this is a relatively local beer and kind of a one-off thing, there's very, very few check-ins. Gets a 3.60 on Untapped with 34 check-ins. Nothing on Beer Advocate. I should have looked at the bottom because there is a canned on date on the bottom. Canned on 5/6/24. So it's relatively new beer. I think that's what that said. But I have just done a terrible knobhead pour on this beer. I mean, that's just awful. Awful, awful. And I even washed this glass out before I started the video. So I don't know. If you look down here at the bottom, that is just straw yellow. Very, very light. Man, I don't even know what to say because I just did such a terrible knobhead pour. Maybe we'll pause for a minute. See if this head will die down a little bit. So the head is starting to die down, and it's kind of interesting how it's going because this is a big, white, frothy, soapy kind of soap bubble head. But it's weird. It seems like all around the sides of the glass, the head is slowly or rather quickly dissipating, but the top center of the head is just sitting there. It's like it's dissipating all around the edge of the glass, but the top center of the head is just sitting there like an island. But now we can see more of the beer, wipe some of this condensation off. As you can see, that is a very light, like chalky white beer. Surprisingly, it's a little cloudy, but that is like barely on the SRMs. I mean, that's barely a 1 on the SRMs. As far as the nose goes, see if I can get in there and get my nose in through that foam. Get some citrusy and herbal, like lemongrass. A little bit of hop, but there's just like some citrusy lemongrass kind of smell. And it smells inviting. It smells like it'd be a nice beer. And now that so bubble-like head is almost gone, I'm going to dive on in. Cheers. Light-bodied, crisp, a little floral. You get some lemon, lemongrass on the back end. Pretty clean overall. Some slight, just nice hop bitterness to round it out. I don't know about the bubblegum and clove. Well, I guess I am getting some of that bubblegum kind of sweetness there. Some lemoniness. I don't know if I'm picking up the clove. It does have like a light body, slight tartness to it, a little bit of a, I don't know about silky on the mouthfeel. Do get some carbonation on the mouthfeel. But this is a nice beer. I mean, it's easily crushable. I think a lot of people would enjoy this beer. Very approachable beer. It's a nice pale ale on like the fruity side of the pale ales. Not overly hopped. I mean, a lot of people that get scared of anything, even mentioning like pale or hops or anything, would enjoy this beer. This is just a really nice beer. Immigrant Son, Butcher and a Brewer, Earthquaker Devices, phenomenal collaboration. Big horns up for me. Love to see you supporting the Lottery League. That's super cool. Hopefully one day I can go out and check out the big show. And just a really cool beer to find randomly at Rosie's. I mean, that's just really neat. Here on the side here, it says it's brewed and canned by Immigrant Son Brewing in Lakewood in collaboration with Butcher and the Brewer. So I guess they must have brewed this at the brewery in Lakewood. But overall, it's a really nice beer. I mean, nice summery beer, nice pale ale. And it's nice to see somebody doing a collaboration beer that's not over-the-top hopped IPA or some crazy 25%, 17-ingredient stout. So this is really cool. Like I said, big horns up on this. Really good job. I hope you all think I did a really good job on this video. If you do, hit that like, hit that subscribe, and let me know down below. Do you have some sort of like music-related beers in your area? Does a brewery in your area do something to support the local music scene? Let me know down below, because I always like looking for those music-related beers. And as always, embrace the adventure.